What's up everyone, it's Horizon, and today we're going to see if the Tree Sentinel has what it takes to beat Elden Ring. Let's go. Okay, let's see what kind of damage we do. Okay, yeah, we do really solid damage. Oh, I keep turning around. Yeah, horse combat is going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, I keep like full body turning. Oh, okay, don't want to fall off. It's been a while since we've actually fallen off, but yeah, it's definitely going to be possible. Bro, come on. Okay, yeah, the horse is a little bit of a hurdle. Hopefully it's a little more cooperative in later bosses. Okay, now with Margit out of the way, we are off to Godrick. Okay, Godrick time. Let's get a big hit in. Yeah, 1200. That's the kind of damage I want to see. Okay, we got him down to like 25% before the phase 2 activated. All right, jump attack, not jump attack. That's the jump input. There we go. Okay. A little smoother than Margit. We're making progress. Before we move on, if you enjoy videos like this, definitely feel free to subscribe as it helps the channel out a ton, and I put videos out like this weekly. Okay, and now with Godrick out of the way, we are off to Rennala. Okay, let's start working on the students. All right, we got number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay. Thankfully, they're all pretty obvious. None tucked away back near a bookcase or anything. Wow, okay. Bro, let's have our attacks actually land. That would be great. Thankfully, still one-cycled her very easily. Okay, and almost half of her health again. Yeah, seems like it's a little tricky when enemies get basically right underneath us. Thankfully, we have this like shield smash thing, but yeah, the horse combat is a little awkward. All right, with Rennala out of the way, Radahn is next. Okay, now that we have a big target here, I think we'll have a little bit more luck with our attacks. Maybe. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna have to heal. Definitely almost died. Okay, we're working his health down. We got a stagger. Okay, I feel like the meteor attack's gonna happen pretty soon. Oh, nope, he's just buffing his swords up. We're going to have to be careful with our health if Radahn is doing this much damage to us. The later bosses I'm a little worried about. All right, just a couple more hits. I mean, I know this is kind of like, once you get past the intro tutorial part, this is the first boss you technically run into, so I wasn't expecting a ton of power, but I was at least expecting more of my attacks to land, or at least for them to be easier to land. Okay, let's finish it with this shield smash. Oh, he interrupted it and almost killed us again. There we go. Whew. Couple of close calls there. But we still got Radahn on the first try. So now with Radahn out of the way, it's time to pay a visit to the capital. All right, start with the shield smash. Get some big hits in. Okay, we're having better luck with our attacks actually landing this time. But we do have to back up. Getting way too close to dying. Okay, very cool. One of the smoothest boss fights so far. All right, with Goldfrey out of the way, that means Morgott is next. Okay, Morgott's got some combos. We need to be careful here. Oh, the shield smash was an instant stagger. We got some long wind-ups. Okay, let's back up. Don't want to take unnecessary damage from the phase 2 transition. Oh, if he throws his daggers, let's see if we can do the shield reflect. Not sure if we'll actually do it, though. Oh, let's go. Oh. I don't know how we didn't die, but I am very thankful we didn't. Okay, we got another stagger again. All right. Probably the closest call I've ever had in any run without actually dying. That was kind of crazy. But we were able to get Morgott on the first try. And now with Morgott defeated, it's time for the fire giant. Okay, there's a very real chance we take our first death here. Fire Giant has a ton of health and does so much damage with his attacks. And we have some pretty awkward attack animations that last a pretty long time. We are doing some damage though, so hopefully this keeps up for us. I did do a run a while ago with Loretta, which controlled very similarly, but the one difference with her is that we have all of the sorceries that we can do. So we have lots of ranged options to make up for the awkward melee attacks. Whereas with the Tree Sentinel, we only have the awkward melee attacks. Okay, we got to get away. I was greedy trying to get some extra attacks in. All right, we got another stagger. Let's try and get in as many hits as we can. Oh, no, let's go, let's go. Oh, we're at the edge of the arena. Okay, very thankful we didn't take any damage from that. Okay, a couple more hits. Come on. Bro, he is so roll happy. Okay, thankfully, that is over. All right, with Fire Giant defeated, it is time for the Godskin Duo. Okay, this one's going to be really tricky. I know I said it during the Fire Giant, but we could very much get our first death here as well. With our kind of awkward attack animations and slow recovery time. Oh, a double stagger. Get the noble down. Ooh, reflect. Hey, we actually reflected it. I had to spam it a little bit, but a reflect is a reflect. Still counts. Okay, we got the Apostle back. God, yeah, the Tree Sentinel moveset is so awkward. I think Tree Sentinel is honestly going to be up there with Placidusax as maybe one of my least favorite bosses to control. Still fun to play just because of like how iconic Tree Sentinel is as a boss. Just demolishing you so early in your playthroughs. Oh, come on. Look at me reminiscing and almost getting killed. Whew, okay. Very glad the shield smash landed there. Got way too close. Okay, now with Godskin Duo defeated, it is off to Maliketh. Okay, start off with a big shield smash. Why is that so hard for me to say? Jesus. Love a stagger. Oh, I'm too far away. This is not going to land. Let's keep it up. We should be getting... Oh. Okay. Let's get our health back up. Okay, yep. Here we are to Maliketh. Oh, very thankful we got the stagger. I thought we were going to be a little too slow. Okay, we got to be really careful and be very aware of our health. All right, can we get a shield smash? Ooh, let's go. One more hit. Come on. You have to be kidding me. I swung like 3 times and every single hit missed. Maliketh is a scary one for awkward bosses like this, so I am so stoked that's over. And now with Maliketh defeated, we are off to Gideon. Okay, open with the shield smash as usual. Thankfully, our, like, reflect, as long as it works the way it should be pretty helpful against Gideon since all he does is cast spells. Oh, that does so much damage. Okay. Hey, shoot something else at us. Okay, yeah, big fan of that. Okay. We took use of our shield deflect here and completely demolished Gideon with his own attacks. And now that Gideon's been defeated, it's time for Godfrey and Hoaraloo. All right, we're not going to be able to spam shield reflect here. So we're just going to have to deal with our awkward halberd attacks again, where, as you saw right there, I tried 3 or 4 attacks and all but 1 missed. I feel like the only attack we have that consistently lands is the shield smash, which it's strong, so I'm not necessarily mad about that. It is just also very slow. So even with it being our best attack, it has huge drawbacks. And here we are to Hoaraloo. Because, yeah, Hoaraloo has some big attacks. Oh, let's go. Come on. All right, shield smash, I guess. Thankfully, we got Hoaraloo down on the first try. Now, with Godfrey and Hoaraloo defeated, it's time to pay a visit to Malenia. All right, this fight I am very nervous for. Hopefully, the amount of poise damage we do and how fast we stagger should hopefully play in our favor. And Malenia doesn't have any projectiles that we can abuse our reflect with. Yeah, this fight already feels very uncomfortable. Yeah, because Malenia gets right underneath us, which is the exact spot where most of our attacks miss. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler and let you know that basically everything that's getting cut out is shield smashes, because that is straight up the only thing that seems to be landing reliably. Because any other attack, I miss 2 or 3 of them, and then I do land one, but in the time that I land 2 or 3, she hits me and gets more health back than the amount of damage I do anyway. Okay, we made it to phase 2. Get out of the way of the Aeonia. No ranged attacks that we can take advantage of while she's doing this. But we can shield smash. Yeah, this is the one bummer about some bosses. And also, it's a drawback of kind of the way I just do these runs because obviously... Well, I guess maybe not obviously if you haven't played this mod before, but you are able to level your character up and the boss scales with you. I just typically don't do that on the first runs that I do with bosses, just so I don't obliterate everything in New Game Plus 0. But yeah, just because I get punished so severely for trying to use other parts of the moveset, I kind of get backed into a corner where I can only use one attack. But again, Malenia is an extreme example of this because she is an optional boss and supposed to be difficult. Okay, shield smash. Woo! Glad I missed part of that attack, but this should wrap it up. I just beat Malenia to death with our shield. That sums up that whole fight. And now with Malenia defeated, there's only one thing standing between us and the Elden Throne. Okay, these fights should be interesting because I am definitely still going to have to shield smash. Because Radagon does insane damage if we stay close to him too long. But because Radagon has some ranged attacks, we can potentially use our Reflect as well. Yep, there we go. Oh, it only did 154 damage, so not going to be incredibly reliable. All right, shield smash. We broke the poise. Oh, we can just chain stagger him. Oh, and he was about to do his big, like, triple attack. Let's go. Okay. Anticlimactic fight, but hey, a win's a win. All right. Shield smash spam again. Although, thankfully, since we have a massive target, we can actually use some other attacks. But as you can already see, they are way less consistent and do much less damage than our shield smash. Elden Beast just tried to go on a little bit of a journey, but we staggered him out of that. And up he goes. So now we just got to dodge the attacks until he lands. All right, there you are. Oh, can we deflect these? We can, it just didn't do much. Can we get a stagger? Let's go. All right, this should wrap it up. Another fairly uneventful fight, but we were able to secure the dub. And with that, the Elden Beast has been defeated. And now the only thing left to do is mend the Elden Ring and take our place on the Elden Throne. All right, let's see how we look on the throne. This already looks promising. There we go. Perfect. Us and our horse fit so well and definitely aren't just a blob of assets. And that concludes the Tree Sentinel's journey to Elden Lord, starting in Limgrave and ending all the way at the Elden Throne. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.